up, everybody? Trinity here, and welcome back to the 2nd Street Marvel. It's New Comic Book Wednesday, and here I am in my local comic book shop, Bases Cards and Comics, right here in Lancaster, California, to bring you all my comic book pull list for the week. Now, if you don't know what a comic book pull list is, that's okay. There should be a video right up here where you can go and learn a little bit more about that. Now, if you are new here, what I typically do is I go over Marvel, then get into DC, and then small press and indies. Now, before I get into that, guys, I do want to let you guys know that this is a new week, a new month. We got the new comic book previews coming out this week, so we're going to get in through here and see what's coming out in a couple months. We've also got the same one, in case you guys don't know, DC now don't go through previews anymore. They now have these little previews that they do through here through DC Connect. Right there, you can also look up on DCConnect.com where they have all this stuff digital as well. They've got a list here of all the books getting ready to come out. So, you know, if you stop by your local comic book shop, make sure you check those out. The Marvel solicits will be out. The DC one is here. You got the main previews. There's all kinds of previews. Now, also, make sure you stay tuned here to the channel because I will have some reviews coming up very soon for a couple of new series getting ready to come out. We've got Firepower issue number 1 and 2 from Robert Kirkman, Chris Samney on the art here. Both of these books came out today. I did pick up that Prelude series that came out not too long ago. I'm going to give these things a read, give them a review, and let you guys know what I thought about those. Now, the next one I'm going to have a review on is Disaster Inc. issue number 2. This one right here, second issue in this series. I read issue number 1. I thought it was decent. I don't know. We'll see how issue number 2 is here. And, you know, just some really cool things going on here with this book. So, I don't know. I guess you have to stay tuned for the review on that. Then the next one I'm going to have a review coming up on is, what is it? Vampire the Masquerade issue number 1. Guys, this one is by Vault Comics. This is the B cover, and that is a beautiful cover if you ask me. But I'm going to go ahead and give this thing a read and bring a review for you guys. You guys know I'm not really big into like vampires and zombies or anything like that here on the channel, but hey, there's a new one. You guys know I like Vault Comics, so hey, I'm gonna read it, review it, and see what I think about it and let you guys know. Now, getting right into my comic book pull list, starting off with Marvel, I've got here Giant Size X-Men Phantom X issue number 1. This is a one-shot, so this is going to be the only one coming out on this book, and I gotta tell you, this book, yeah, it was pretty good. I gotta say, this is probably one of the better ones of the giant-sized X-Men that has come out, because most of them, for the most part, they don't really give us a whole lot. Like, a lot of, you know, like, it doesn't give us enough meat and potatoes. This one, I feel like, I mean, it gave me some, at least potatoes with a little bit of meat here. I thought this one was pretty good. Make sure you stay tuned for the review on that if it hasn't already dropped here on the channel, especially if you're like me, you know, you like all the Dawn of X stuff going on and everything right now, you want to kind of keep up on it. Hey, you know, I'm going to be reading it and reviewing it, so look forward to that anyway. Now, the next one I've got here on my Marvel pull list is Black Cat issue number 12. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have been paying attention and reading this series. I think I'm 2 issues behind here, maybe. This series has been really fun. Black Cat, I mean, is she a superhero? No. Does she have superpowers? Is she going out kicking all kinds of people's butt? No. She's just going out. She's got her little crew. She's going off, doing these heists and everything, kind of crossing over into some of these different stories. She's been in with Doctor Strange. She went over there, pulled some heists off. She went like the Fantastic Four, I believe. Wasn't she with the Fantastic Four one day? I can't remember. Pretty sure there was there as well. But then, yeah, we've also got like Doctor Strange, just some different ones going on here. Here it looks like we've got Tony Stark. Ooh, she was actually with Logan in one of them. Yeah, a little tying into the X-Men there a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. But Black Cat's been a fun read. It's been fun, and I can't really ask for more than that. The next one I've got, my final Marvel book this week, is going to be Captain America issue number 21. And guys, look at that. Can you really beat those Alex Ross covers? I mean, come on. Come on, I mean, those Alex Ross covers worth the $3.99 alone? I don't know. They might not be, but hey, I'm still getting them anyway. But the story here, like, I've got to catch up with a couple of issues and maybe go back and reread and bring you guys some reviews on these, because I remember this series, it started off really good. I was really excited. You know, it was like really cool seeing kind of him come back out after the aftermath of Secret Empire and all that stuff, and it seems like it's slowed down, but it is kind of telling like this overall narrative story. But I kind of feel like it's being drug out a little bit. I think it needs to hurry up a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe I just want a little bit more action. I have a Captain America comic book. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think if you've been reading Captain America. Let me know what you think about Captain America down in the comments below. Now, getting into my DC books, I've got here, this is Deceased Dead Planet, issue number 2. Guys, I can't wait to read this one right here, issue number 2 of 7. You guys know, man, I've really enjoyed the Deceased series, and which is kind of surprising because, like I said, guys, I'm not really into the whole zombie thing. It's just not my thing. I get it is for somebody. I've never, you know what, that Walking Dead, not the comic book, but the TV show, never even seen an episode of it. Not one, not 5 minutes, not 10 minutes, not 5 seconds. Never seen it. Not my thing. Told you, if you follow me here on the channel long enough, you know that TV shows aren't really my thing in the first place either. But I'll tell you one thing, Deceased Dead Planet here is, the Deceased series has just been very good. Tom Taylor doing a really good job with this series. And don't forget about those 99-cent tie-ins that have been coming out as well, the Hope at World's End that they've just been doing on DC on their digital app. Ooh, man, those are really nice. If you haven't checked those out, I would highly suggest going and doing those. They're really good additions to this series overall. I highly suggest it. I'm just telling you, if you're reading the series, go read them. It's only 99 cents. Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. And, you know, I kind of wonder, are they eventually going to put these in a collected edition, those Hope at World End? I don't know. But anyway, that's all I have for my Marvel and DC books. I'm going to go ahead and get into some small press and indies now, starting off with Image Comics. We have got Coffin Bound issue number 5. Guys, I can't wait to read this one. This is going to be interesting. I read the first series of this, the first story arc, the first volume, if you will, was 4 issues. I thought it was really good, and it wasn't until we were getting like almost towards the end of it where I was sitting there like I kind of really got and understood what they were talking about here, just like the kind of overall story and what they're kind of commenting on here. I thought it was really good. I need to go back and reread those, get here into this one, bring you guys some reviews on this. I thought Coffin Bound was good enough. Hey, I'm in on volume 2, right? Anyway, the next one I've got here is one of my favorites, guys. You guys know how much I love Ice Cream Man, issue number 20. Guys, this is the A cover. They got the B cover that came out as well. It was that one that was like the Dr. Seuss looking one, man. Like, I would have picked that one up. You know what? You know what the problem was I didn't put it on my comic book pull list early enough so I could get it at that, you know, the regular cover price, man, because that thing's going for a lot of money right now because it's that Dr. Seuss cover, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really care. I just want to read this damn book. Ice Cream Man is excellent. Anyway, guys, moving in here to the next one, we got Reaver, issue number 10. Guys, you guys know I've really enjoyed the Reaver series here as well. I gotta say, I think I kind of enjoy this second story arc, the second volume, more than I like the first one. Just like the story is a little bit better. They've got a different artist here as well, and it's not due to the art. I mean, that'd be absurd. The story got better because of the art, right? I don't know. But yeah, I think the second story arc has been a little bit better than that first one was. Just it seems like it's a little more, I don't know, just a little more to it. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for Image Comics. The next one I've got here is on IDW Comics. This is issue number 3 of Star Wars Adventures, the Clone Wars Battle Tales, issue number 3. Guys, I've been reading this, and God, what is there? 5 of them. There's 5 of them. We got 2 more of them getting ready to come out. They show you there on the back as well. 2 more of them getting ready to come out. Now, I've been reading these. You guys know I don't read a whole lot of Star Wars here on the channel. I'm not, big on all of that. And I still need to do some more. I've been bringing you guys reviews on these, but I've been getting these ones because the writer, Michael Morisi, he's a good writer. I like his books. We're going to support his stuff. Hey, go check it out. Again, Star Wars, Clone Wars, Battle Tales, Michael Morisi. Check it out. Check out any other books by Michael Morisi as well. He's a good writer. Tell him, tweet at him, whatever, then tell him I said hi and that I sent you because he's a good writer. Anyway, guys, moving on. The next one, we've got Boom Studios Comics. This is King of Nowhere, issue number 4. Guys, I've enjoyed this series very much as well because it's really weird. It's kind of like this, man, I don't know. It's almost like, imagine kind of like maybe like, would it be like maybe like, I don't know. It's really hard to explain. Kind of imagine like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas meets The Big Lebowski. Somewhere along those lines. It's kind of right there in between that. Very, very good book, being written by W. Maxwell Prince, and he's the same guy who does the writing over in Ice Cream Man. He's just got away with writing. He's good at it. I like what he's doing. Check out his books. Anything he's writing, I'm going to check out. Now moving into Vault Comics, guys, this review of mine already dropped yesterday. I got an advanced copy from the writer, so make sure you go check out the review. But that's Finger Guns, issue number 4. And guys, I gotta say, this one right here, man, this book really, it's taking me by surprise. The first couple issues, I was kind of like, I don't know, you know. Then issue number 3, I was like, whoa, dang, all right, okay. Issue number 4 here, man, like, it really ramps the drama up at the very end of this book, like, leaves me, like, sitting there, like, waiting for issue number 5, like, okay, like, I honestly can't say that at the beginning of this, that I was going to be anticipating and wanting to read issue number 5 so bad of Finger Guns issue of this series, because it just seems like, it's just typical, you know, YA tale, couple kids, you know, they got different, home lives, different backgrounds, you know, and they're kids, you know, they're probably whiny and all that stuff. Yeah, sure, there's that there too, but there's a lot going on here. Very, very interesting dynamics going on in this book. The next one on Vault Comics is Money Shot, issue number 7. Guys, you know how, man, I love Money Shot. It's great. It's adult. It's perverse. I mean, you're not really getting like a whole bunch of like graphic stuff in there, but just a whole bunch of perversions. It's funny. It's enjoyable. It's a good time. I like reading this book. The art in it, it's not bad. The story in it, it's not bad. It's good. Can you ask for more? Just something that's fun and an entertaining read. And come on, look at that cover this time. Come on. Y'all know where they're going with that cover. Come on, man. Come on. All right. Now, the last one on my comic book pull list this week, and guys, this is totally a cover by. I told you guys about this on Monday, but that's a Deja Thoris issue number 7. I mean, just come on. Look at that. Look at that cover. Just a beautiful cover. I mean, look, I'm using my beautiful camera here so you can see this beautiful picture here on this cover. Just look at it, not me. I know, right? But okay, like, I probably look about as good as this cover does because I'm real, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Just look at it. Just look at it. Yeah, I'm not sure who it is doing this cover. What's his name? Linzer. I know it's Linzer. I see his name on there. But dang, man, that art's just great. That art's just great. Let me see if I can find who that is. I want to say it's Joshua Linzer. Is Joshua Linzer? I'm probably messing that up. But it's just a great Joseph. I knew it was a J name. Joseph Michael Linzer, man. That's just beautiful, man. Remember, a month ago I picked up the other one. Told you, and I remember you guys were sitting in there in the comments, sitting there like, oh yeah, it's cover by. You know why about that cover? Yeah. Because it's got a hot chick on the cover and it's beautiful art. That's why. Yeah, I'll admit it. It's all good. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for my comic book pull list this week. Let me know down in the comments below what's on your comic book pull list this week, and what of these comic books would you like to see me do a more in-depth review on here on the channel. But anyway, guys, you all have a very good day. Thank you for tuning in. Woo! What's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a very good day today. Welcome to Comics, Coffee, and Weirdos. I see we've got everybody here in the chats, guys. And what do you think about these comic books? What do you think? Did you see that cover? Did you see that? I'm telling you, man, that Joseph Michael Linzer cover, oh, dude, that's a beautiful Deja Thoris cover. But anyway, guys, I want to say what's up to everybody out there watching today. All you new viewers, if you are new, make sure you smash that like button. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for being here. Make sure you give it a like as well. Give it a dislike if you like. It's all good. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Share it out to your friends. Tell them to come hang out with us here. Talk about some comic books today. Also want to say what's up to all the channel members, all the Patreon supporters. The Myrtle Maniacs are in the house. We've got Mike Porter, we got Fanjexter here, Superior Heroes Reviews is in the house. I'm True Skills is here as well. Star Wars Santa. I've seen the Scruffier Nerf Herder in here as well. Yes, talking about catching up on those Dawn of X books, man. Get caught up on them. Are you reading all of them? Or are you just reading certain ones? Let me know, man. I'd like to know. I think I've read all of them. The only ones I didn't read was those X-Men tie-ins, the Empire. For Empire. There's 2 of them so far. There's going to be 3 of them. So, yeah, I didn't read those. And, yeah, I am Two Skills. Black Cat isn't bad at all. Wayne White, my brother, I hope you had a good time camping. You know what? And Wayne White was out camping, enjoying some time with his family, just unwinding a little bit. And I also want to say, there was a guest I was going to be having on here soon. Social Distance Warrior recently got promoted at his job. He's kind of one of the nerds that kind of hangs out here in the chats and stuff, and comes to a lot of our live streams. So he's been busy. And because I reached out to him to bring him on one of my shows here pretty soon, but been very busy, got a promotion at work, and everybody, give like show, give some like thumbs up or give some hearts or something to show congratulations. I don't know, what do they show for those things? I'm boomer status. Y'all know me. Put those down in the chats, and if social distance warrior comes by and sees those later. I need to do those things like Josh and them do, where they put the chats up there where you can see it. Fast Steven Seagal, thank you so much for being here. Says, get yourself a metal bikini next stream for views. You know what? I've got one. I've already got one. You thought I was reaching for it, huh? No, I've already got one. We're working. That's really for our OnlyFans page. That's only for the OnlyFans page. Sorry, sorry. But let's see. Burke the Nerd is in the house. World's famous. How are you doing? Justin Simone. Yo, gotta bounce early. All right. I hear you. It's all good. Richard, yeah, that's America's ass. Yep. Absolutely. Tommy is in the house. Hi, Boshti. How are you doing? Is in the house. The cap cover say, yeah, Justin. It's Alex Ross. Alex Ross is just a good artist. He does, a bunch of good, covers and stuff. Sorry. Dropping my light. Good morning, Trinity. Back to work for the boss man. Oh, man, that sucks. But I understand. I get it. Mr. Davenport is in the house. Says, Jace has arrived from Seattle. I'll tell your sister. Nice. All right. The lean, mean feline cuisine. Eat me out. Oh, man. I know who this is, man. You keep changing your stuff, man. You keep switching it up on me. I see what you're doing. She's only leaving because I'm here. Oh, Lavis. Dang, man. Are y'all beefing? Is that what it is? Y'all beefing? Oh, man. Can I polish your head for good luck? I promise to wipe off the gravy beforehand. Yeah, sure, why not? Sure, like for $2. Okay, all right. You send it to $2 super chat. Sure, yeah, all good. Let's do it. I'm into it. So Sly is in the house. Thank you. Says nice background. Have a nice stream. Gotta go. All right, yeah. In the comic shop, it's always great, man. Always great. Yeah, Mr. Ice Cream Man. XR Coon is in the house. RC Scott, our trade paperback, is in the building. Oh, it just skipped on me again. Let's see. Who else we got here? I approve those cheeks. Oh, man. Two Gun Pedro is filing a lawsuit against Vault Comics finger guns. Hashtag pending pew. That's good. I like that. I like that, man. That's funny. Oh, man. Deja Thoris. Oh, yeah. I'll probably never read that comic book. I mean, maybe I need to. But, like, those covers, like, those... It's just a Michael Linzer covers. And, like, when I was at the comic shop, like, recording that video, the shop owner, he seen me looking up. And because he heard me say Linzer and he looked up at me, he was like, yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen in the video, he looked up at me, like, he knew who it was, and he's like, afterward, he came in, he's like, oh, yeah, you don't know who that is? He's like, dude, people are going to say, they're going to talk trash to you. He's like, there's probably people going to talk trash to you for not knowing who Joseph Michael Linzer is, because he's a legend. He's been around for all, like, he's old and all this time. I'm like, oh, he goes, oh, yeah, people are, yeah. He's like, watch, people are going to say something. That's funny. Still need to watch the second half of Dinner Nerds Live. Yeah. All right, yeah. Make sure, check it out. It was a good one. What camera do you use? For the videos, I use a Sony A5100. This thing right here. It gets the job done. It's just got the standard lens on it and everything. That came with it. It gets the job done. I would like to get some different lenses for it and stuff like that, which I'll probably eventually do. And then I would also actually like to get the I think this is the new one, the A6100, 6400. Can't remember, but it's basically just like mine, where the screen flips up and then you can see yourself on there. When you're doing like if you're gonna do a vlog or anything like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty nice. And then when I'm streaming here, it's just like the camera here on my Mac. Um, awesome books. Yeah, a bunch of good ones. Bunch of good ones this week. Sinner is in the house. How are you doing, my brother? Trinity kicking comic gay ass and taking virginity. Oh man, you know what? Speaking of which, I don't know. Speaking of which, you know how all these weirdos are, on the internets about all their stuff on tweeters and all of that stuff. Recently there was a I recently did a comic book review, and for this book that I had got, and I went back and I was gonna tag the writer and everything on Twitter and be like, oh hey, got this review done and this and that. I was gonna tag, and then I went to tag him. I'm like, hey, what? It's not letting me. Hey, it's not letting me tag them. What's that mean? Well, I knew what it meant, but do you know what it meant when I couldn't tag him? Oh man, I was like, okay, so what did I post? What was it that I posted? Yeah, social distance warrior. Yeah, need that show icon. Um, let's see. We aren't leading the stream. I dare say he's blushing. Yeah. David Fuller says Trinity OnlyFans. No. It's not my OnlyFans. It's Myrtle. It's Myrtle's OnlyFans, but like. I guess the truth has kind of been revealed anyway, right? It's kind of been revealed. Oh yeah, I'm reading all of Dawn of X titles. They're too good to skip one. I don't know about the Black Cat tie-in. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, the Black Cat tie-in is just interesting because like the Black Cat one, it's got like she's in Madripoor with Wolverine, and Wolverine has some interactions with some people in Madripoor, and I'm just like, whoa, like this, like he's kind of on a personal mission, but like something happens in the middle. Something happens in the middle of the book, and it's kind of like, I kind of feel like this might pertain to something. It could. I mean, it could. It could. Um, but yeah, we all know everyone is on the mornings live streams for Lavis only. Who's Lavis? who's who's Lavis? I'm kidding, Lavis. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, all the Dawn of X titles are good. And speaking of which, Scruffy and Nerf Herder, what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to be doing some videos going back and re-talking about some of the Dawn of X titles and stuff like that. I'm going to go through and talk about the House of X and Powers of X and kind of break down a lot of the stuff that happened throughout that series and break down some of these different things that we learned through there and how it pertains to everything that's going on in the books currently in Marvel Comics. And it's gonna take some time to get there. I mean, will I ever get caught up? Who knows? But one of the things I want to do is I want to start doing some videos geared around once I get caught up on these House of X, Powers of X videos. Do these things aside from the review of these books, but talking about how like Cable issue number 2 relates to what is the overall story was going on that basically House of X and Powers of X set up for us. Basically, what we can extract from that. Because I went back and I read House of X, Powers of X just over the weekend, and seeing what it showed us compared to what's going on right now in the Dawn of X. I'm like, holy crap! Okay, like there are things that people are forgetting about and people are missing when it comes to these books. I'm like, ooh, man, it's just so good. It's just so good. Just the little story that's going on here. Like I ultimately know how it's gonna all end up. Okay, I ultimately know how it's gonna all end up. But the journey to get there, and this is what I was talking about. Like my whole theory that I had behind all of it has kind of changed a little bit. It's changed just a little bit with what's going on. But yeah. Oh dang it. Oh dang it, man. Um, for pennies a day, you too can get a Second Street, a Second Street, a metal bikini. Yeah, and help feed a starving child. Maybe my children aren't starving. They're not starving. Matter of fact, I don't know. Maybe they are. My son's skinny, but they're half Japanese, so like he's kind of skinny anyway. Just like my wife, her nephews. She basically like watched them a lot when they were growing up, but she was laughing. She's like, he's just like they were, because when they were little, they were all just skinny and scrawny, and just kind of small. And then you look at them now, and they're her oldest nephew. He's a pretty big dude, man. He's a pretty big dude. Actually, both of them are both of them are. But yeah, she's like, oh yeah, he's gonna be just like them. I'm like, yeah, I could see that. I could totally see it. But he looks like he's starving. I can see his little ribs and his little skinny legs. I'm also actually at the same time thinking like, I need to get him on a bike. I need to get him on a road bike, man. He's gonna be the next Lance Armstrong, or Alberto Contador, or dang man, all these people are dopers. It's like they do that in that sport. Crazy, right? Or like they do that in sports. I don't know. Oh man, Eat Me Out says, I don't know about Dawn of X, never heard her. Might ask my my library to order the trades. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I mean, dude, if you're not getting all the physical, if you're not into collecting them that way, just get the digital trades when they're coming out on Marvel Unlimited or on the Marvel app. You can get them through Comixology and even through just go through there and get them, like the digital trades, because like they have Dawn of X Volume 1, Dawn of X Volume 2, and it gives you all of the books. It gives you all of like the New Mutants issues that happened this week, or like the New Mutants, X-Force, like it gives you each one of the number ones, each one of the number twos, in each one of those volumes. So I mean, go check those out. Go check those out. Haven't read any of the Dawn of X books yet. That's some weird that's some weird Xum still there. You're so toxic. I know, dude. I know. I can't help it. Maybe your association with Myrtle scared the writer off. Right. Check out House of X and Powers of X and tell me you don't want more. Yeah. Yeah, House of X and Powers of X are really good. Really good stuff. Mexican Iron Man is in the house. How are you doing, my brother? Man, I hope all is well. Man. Seems like it's been too long. I remember. Seems like it's been so long ago that you were there on Jolly's stream, on Snowdub's stream with Jolly and Kermit, man. Yeah, Mexican Iron Man. Great guy out there in the nerd community and everything, man. If you guys don't know Mexican Iron Man, why not? You don't like Mexicans? You don't like Mexican Iron Man? You got a problem with Mexican Iron Man? You can't. Don't act like you can say yes. Mexican Iron Man's a legit dude, man. And thank you so much for being here. Does Magneto go to lunch with Namor in Dawn of X? Says R.C. Scott. Yeah. 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 Pretty much. Oh man, Tommy's a master of coffee laxatives. He's in the chat. I'll be there for the Dawn of X breakdowns. Nice, yes. The X is power in power is 10. Yeah. You know what? I know it's debatable. It's all debatable. Because then, like in the book, they call her Moira X. Are we calling her Moira 10? Because really, the power is in the 10 of her lives. Is that where you're going to come from? That's what it's like, the powers of X, because it was like the power of X, the powers of her 10 lives? Or is it the powers of Moira X's 10 lives? I've never seen any actual solicits that said that it's called Powers of 10, where Wayne White actually showed me that for the X of Swords, it actually has a promotion out there where it actually says 10 of Swords out there. I've never seen that for Powers of X. That's why I always kept calling it Powers of X, especially when you get into the story. It's about the 10 lives of Moira. Okay, I get it. But also in the book, they're calling her Moira X. And I doubt they're calling her Moira 10. Even though I can't say too much. I can't say too much. Should I? Yeah. But you know, maybe Magneto does or doesn't have lunch with Namor. How did you guess, RC Scott? Oh man, that's funny. That's just funny, man. Do Dawn of X spoilers as Trent can have? Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, did you guys see Phantom X this week? Oh my god, I love Phantom X. I just want to. Have you seen that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just want to take Phantom X and just eat them all up. Aim me out. Aim me out. Okay. Fast Steven's gonna beat up friends. I say, hey there. Two Gun Pedro. Pew pew. You know what? Aim me out was already talking about you earlier. He was talking about the pending case that you have against Finger Guns. The writers and publisher of Finger Guns for taking your he was called what'd you call it? Finger Guns Gate? What'd you call it? Email? Pew pew! Absolutely, Two Gun Pedro, my brother. I hope all is well with you. We all know Trinity is waiting for James Gunn Iron Man movie. Ooh, XR Coon. It's like do you got like Sentinel like nanobots running through my head? Did you inject me with nanites and you're turning me into an Omega Sentinel here? Is that what you're doing here? Because like, yeah, man, like you can read my thoughts here. Because no, that's not what I want. That happening would probably make me wish that I was married to Courtney Love. I'd be like, Courtney, come do your thing. Maybe that's why I got blocked. Maybe we came here on one of my live streams and seen some, hey, it is comics, coffee, and weirdos, right? Oh, man. Oh, would not wear an Iron Man suit that was manufactured in Mexico. Why not? Why not, bruh? Why not? Why not, E-Mount? You got a problem with Mexicans? With things manufactured in Mexico? Will Morgan is in the house. What is up, my brother? Moistra X. Oh man, terrible. I want an MCU Illuminati to be a mix between Earth 2319 and 976. See, I don't really know that much about it. I'll admit right there, you got me, man. I don't know what you're talking about, but that sounds interesting. Let me know about that. You have to inbox me your idea. Maybe I can make a video about that or something and talk about it. Or maybe you can come on the show and talk about it. How did I guess? Jedi? What? Okay, I'm behind anyway. I'm behind. I'm gonna pretend like that just happened. That is very unpleasant. That is very unpleasant work too. Ooh, you know what? Here, like, how about you know what? You guys want to take a trip through? Let me see here. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Ooh, look. A comic shop. A comic shop. Well, the ground is more of a that is very unpleasant to work to. To work to? What happened? What's unpleasant to work to? Oh, you mean? Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It is 10 because the dates go by the power of 10. Well, yeah, I mean, there's that, but, I mean, are we calling her Moira 10? Because then the thing, it says Moira X, and it's like X, and I don't know, I mean, I get it's 10, I get it, but in the promotions, it never said 10, but in the 10 of Swords, it did actually say 10, so I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I'll concede, if you can send me proof like Wayne White did, that it was ever promoted as being powers of 10. I'll concede. I will concede then. Just like I did when Wayne did. Wayne Prudy sent me the thing. I was like, hey, he got me. He got me. It does. It said 10 of swords. I mean, I get it's significant. I get the significance of 10. I totally do. I'm not gonna die on this. I'm not gonna die on this hill. I'm not gonna die on this hill. I'm willing to say, hey man, somebody else can have the hill. I'm just saying. Say, no, in that voice, please. You know what? They stole that. Like he stole that stuff from me because like I knew Eminem when I was like growing up in the '90s, and he stole that from me. That was my thing. Because what it was like, it started off as an impersonation of, man, there's an actor out there who, oh man, I can't remember his name. I can't even remember what movies he's in right now off the top of my head. But he like that's kind of like his voice that he uses in all his movies. That's like his voice. Yoko Ono is Banshee. Good to know Trinity can make himself laugh. Yeah, absolutely. I can. Yeah. Courtney Love would probably marry you. She doesn't have anyone to write songs for her anymore. Look up the team lineup on Fandom. Oh man, come on, man. You gonna make? Nah, man, I can't do that. I gotta read it. Nah, I look stuff up sometimes to learn a little bit more about it. Cause when I look this stuff up like online, like if you go to like Wikipedia or Fandom or whatnot, it leads me to the comic books that I need to read. You know, like I'll go read like, okay, like what's this about? Like okay, like cool. Cause like even reading about Phantom X and shit like that, I'm like I don't know really about Phantom X, so I kind of went on Fandom and I kind of learned about him a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I read this book, and it makes sense how it pertains to this book and how this book pertains to everything going on in the Dawn of X so far. So, yeah, definitely cool. Definitely cool. Moira has nothing to do with it. Right. Yeah, and I was gonna say, and that's the I was gonna say that's the cool thing is. Because what we see in all the storylines and everything going on is it's really crazy. Which has nothing to do with it. Oh man, I'm talking the name, not the story. As far as what? Are comics even shipping again? Yeah. Comics are out. Comics are out. Ords boards. Hope all is well with you, man. Did this already run through already? I don't know. I think I don't know. What do you guys think? You know, this all the went through there and shot all the new comic books coming out and everything. So yeah. Yeah. All those books have been really good. Now, you guys seen my, if you were here earlier, you seen my comic book pull list and stuff like that. And you know what? Okay, never mind. Now I was just over, listening to Adam from Fanjecture. Do you guys follow Adam over at Fanjecture? You should show up to his show. He starts 2 hours before I do, and then after that, rolled into the Den of Nerds live, and just hearing some of the different things. Like here over the past few days, I haven't really been had my ear to the ground on stuff, but hearing some of the different things going on in the news cycle, guys. Like this whole thing going on with Mulan getting ready to come out. Right, getting ready to come out on the Disney Plus service, and what do you guys think about that? With these kinds of things, like Mulan, $30. Is that worth it to you guys? What do you guys think? Like me, I'm not big on this movie. The only way I would probably ever go see this movie is to take my kids to it if they wanted to see it, and even then, I'd probably do it on like a Tuesday when it's like. Just like on Tuesday when I can get discount Tuesdays, I can get buy one get one free tickets. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to pay top dollar for that movie, and I'm couponing and cutting it. I'm using every discount I can to watch that movie. $30 for me for Mulan is a little bit steep, but I mean, for it would cost me about that to take my kids. Well, on normal peak times, like on the days when I normally go, because. I don't know, I'd probably still get there and spend like maybe $25 tops. Get going there, getting them snacks and all that kinds of stuff. And it's something I've been I've been talking about anyway for a while is what's gonna happen anyway once once theaters open back up, um, they're gonna need movies to show, right? And you know, my thing is kind of been, well, yeah, they're gonna need movies to show, but a lot of these studios, I mean, why not do the streaming thing? Because like things like Wonder Woman, I'll watch it on streaming. I'll watch Black Widow on streaming. I'm okay with that. Mulan, I'm willing to watch that on streaming. Maybe not pay that price for it because it'll come out later on Disney Plus anyway. Um, but the thing is, like, I want to see a lot of these movies. I'm willing to pay that price on them. The thing is theaters are going to eventually open back up, and they're going to need movies to put into their theaters. Now, a while back, the head guy of NATO or whatever, you know, which is the National Theater. I don't know. It's like the National Theater, the theater owners of America is pretty much what it is. But it's like their little guild, their little union. They pretty much came out and said, hey, like when Universal did the Trolls World Tour, they came out and said, oh, hey, no, you know, like if you guys do this, we're not going to show these movies that you guys are doing this with in our theaters. Like if you're doing this, we're not going to bring it into our theaters after you've already released it on a streaming service and all these kinds of things. That, what are they calling it? The day and date thing. We're not going to do it. And you know, so you know, they were kind of pushing back against a lot of that stuff. But now, really, the way things are right now is the tables have kind of turned where like these studios and everything kind of have the upper hand. Where it's like, okay, well, I mean, if we can't show our movies in your theater, like when your theaters open back up, we just won't show them there, and we'll just have them on a streaming service. And you know, you want to have, and that's the thing is like, if they like, you know, because there's this really kind of complex game. Because if the theaters want to play like that, then you know the studios just come back. Well, no, we don't want to grant you license to show these at your theaters. You were mad at us, right? It's already on our streaming service. You said no. But you know that's not going to happen because they all want to make money. But like a lot of these things, like I would still go see Black Widow at the theater after having paid to see it and seen it here at home because I want to see it on the big screen and have that theater experience, even if that means I have to go round up a handful of friends so we can all go see it together to kind of somewhat get that hype going on. Because I do have a few of my friends that I always go to when we see these movies in the first place. So anyway, I don't know, that's me, but let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below with all of this stuff going on here. Do you think Black Widow is going to, you know, come to Disney Plus the same way that Mulan is, if Mulan's successful? I mean, obviously, if it proves to be successful, I think it's going to be something they're seriously going to think about. I don't know. Just if you ask me. And hey, you know what? Guys, did you guys notice, like, did you see, like, look, see this little, yeah, see all that right there going on right there? See all the little business going on around me? See, it's all kind of changing. Yeah, see all that stuff right there? Yeah. That was all thanks to one of the Myrtle Maniacs, one of my good friends out there. Adam from Fanjecture sent me this little overlay over there. And look at that. It looks all fancy, huh? It's pretty cool. Like, not so boomer status now, am I, Josh? Oh, man, that's funny. Back to work, sadly. Yeah, man. Hope all is well with you, man. I've seen you've been doing some gaming streams lately, man. Is your LCS having trouble getting DC titles? No, absolutely not. My LCS is, everything's all gravy, man. It's been all good. Now I do know, like a couple of weeks ago, like I want to say it was like the second week DC was doing that. They were supposed to get 2 boxes. One came early in the morning, and the other one didn't come until the afternoon. But other than that, everything's been all good. Yeah, they've been pretty good and consistent. And my LCS hasn't really ever had any problems with Diamond neither. I tell them about some of the problems I hear about from some of the people here on YouTube and all of those kinds of things, because there are shop owners and stuff that you know, people that run shops that you'll see, you know, here on YouTube that, you know, go on, are guests on other channels, maybe have their own channels and stuff like that. But it seems like there's a lot of people out there that kind of gripe about Diamond, where my LCS owner, he says, like, I've never really had any issues with Diamond. They're pretty easy to work with. It's pretty straightforward, the process of everything. The only issues are just things that happen, like in, you know, like in era that's really nobody's fault. You know, you get damaged books in. I mean, getting a lot of books in a box, I mean, you know, some of them probably get damaged. They're stacked on top of each other. Maybe the way they're handled, I mean, just outside of the like circumstances of like stuff that just happens, that's beyond their control. he's like, never really had any problems. Um, and yeah, I don't know. He said, and that's the whole thing too, because you hear a lot of these people talking about like the comic book sales dropping and everything, and obviously there's numbers out there that prove a lot of that. But like my LCS owner also said, he said I think he's been in business like 25 years. 25 years, and he says these last 5 years or so, he's like the sales have been good, like they've just been going up for him. So I think it could just be that he's in an area where there's enough nerds out there that are wanting to still read comics and be into this whole culture and everything anyway too. So I think that probably has something to play into it. But yeah, like my LCS owner said, everything's works out pretty good with a lot of that kind of stuff. So yeah. Let's see. I'm sub to him, but haven't seen any of his stuff. Sub to, huh? Oh, must have been. Damn, too excited for the release of Shang-Chi. Oh, I know, man. Shang-Chi's gonna be great. I can't wait for Falcon and Winter Soldier. And you guys know how much I love TV shows, right? You guys know how much I love TV shows. I can't wait for that. Usually go to the movies by myself. Yeah, I mean, I used to go to movies by myself all the time. Like I used to go see just about every movie that would come to the theater, like except for if it was someone just like it was just completely like I was not interested in at all. I would go see it, like I used to do that all the time. Apex Comics, my brother, how are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Still are, but at least your stream hasn't cut 17 times in 35 minutes. You know what? Dude, I almost didn't go live because I seen that that was happening to everybody else too. And like my live chat, all of a sudden everything's all good, like because mine kept resetting, going from live chat to top chat and all that stuff through all the streams this morning, because it started on Adam's stream, it was happening on Josh's stream, and now it seems to have worked itself out, I guess. Marvel needs to create a Punjab version of Wakanda. Oh, you meow, you're terrible. Oh man, I'm doing an X-Men one-shot unofficial project called X-Men Rise of Thunderbird. Do a few pages at a time. Nice. My LCS looks like an above-ground basement, and the owner is a miserable old bastard. I love it. Hey man, that sounds good. Yeah, mine is like well, you guys seen mine, you guys did see it, right? You guys seen it. Yeah, updating help. Yeah, I was gonna say, but when all those problems were going on through all those streams this morning, before I came on, like during before I got on, I think before I got on Josh's stream, I went through and I reset all my stuff, and I was still having the same problem. I'm like, okay, it's YouTube definitely, because I reset all my stuff. I reset my router, I reset my computer, I restarted everything, I redid everything, and it was still cutting out. So I'm like, it's YouTube. I knew it was YouTube at that point. I'm the same on TV shows. Just watched Umbrella Academy, 101 last night, and didn't hate it. Just no interest in keeping up. Yeah, and that's what I say. Like, I don't know, like, because like the difference is a TV show. A lot of these shows are longer format. They want something, like season after season after season after season. Like with a Seinfeld, I'm okay with that. With the Friends, yeah, okay, because these are just silly sitcoms. I'm okay with that. That's what that's their model. That's fine. But yeah, when it comes to like these other ones, like Mando, I'm cool with it. A lot of these I'm cool with, but like Umbrella Academy, like I've heard it's really good, but again, it's formatted to be a longer thing where it's going to keep going and going and going and going. And it's like like it's almost like a commitment, and like I'm willing to, like, I committed to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think I missed last season. I need to catch up on this season. But, like, that's one of those shows that I was willing to keep up with. But other than that, like, even the Netflix Marvel shows for me were kind of like, just not really into them. But, like, the Falcon Winter Soldier, it looks good. I mean, it sounds good. WandaVision, I'm all in. I mean, it's MCU too as well. I mean, yeah, I'm a nerd. And I like that. But, like, even Mandalorian, like, I love Star Wars. But I'm not as big of a fan as some people out there, but like Mandalorian, I watch it, I'm like, dude, this is great, like I would watch another season of that, It seems like a good show that's um, good for that format, but they're also not telling like super like ongoing things. Like the whole format that they did with that show, I like the way it's done. You got what was it, 8 episodes, wasn't it? Eight short little episodes, and they're all, you know, like anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and I like that, you know, not too big of a huge commitment. And you know, they I mean, it's really helping expand the world. I like what they're doing there with that. But other than that, yeah, I'm just not into the whole TV shows thing. I was talking about Adam's channel. Um. Oh yeah, yeah. You have a great comic shop, Trinity. Yeah, it's yeah. I'm really lucky, man. And the comic shop, the owner is awesome. The people who work there are awesome. Yeah, it's just great, man. It's always fun being in there, and I've met people in there. You know, see people in there talking, just having a good time, man. Just nerds like loving comics. It's great. Um, Umbrella Academy was a great top two soundtrack. All right, nice. I've been watching so much anime lately. It's weird to watch something in English. I hear you. I hear you. I thought Umbrella Academy was boring. See, and that's crazy because a lot of people love it. But yeah. They only have one more book to base off of. Oh, okay. For the Umbrella Academy. John Favreau is keeping Star Wars alive. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's doing a good job. Doing a good job getting that stuff produced over there for sure. One other thing I did want to talk about, guys, before we go, this is only going to take a couple minutes, but another thing I was just recently informed of when I was over on the Den of Nerd stream was this whole situation going on with Gina Carano being canceled. What's going on here, guys? She's being canceled. Man, is this not weird? What's going on here with this weirdo world? Like every day, it seems like I wake up to a different clown world, and I'm like, which world am I living in today? What do I gotta like? What do I have to tolerate today? And you guys know me here on the channel, like I'm the most tolerant person that there is in the world when it comes to a lot of stuff. But I see some of these things going on. I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on here, man? Um, I don't know, man. Like this whole thing going on in the world with social medias and the way people are so into it and interact into it. You know, like there's like I've been talking about this. You know, I talk about this often. Like people put too much stock into what's going on in the world. Sometimes you need to unplug. You need to get off the internet. You need to do something good for your own health. You know what I'm saying? Like it might sound like I'm saying and joking around, but there's a lot of people out there who don't have the mental capacity to be able to handle some of these kinds of things. Some people do, and it still gets to be too much. And you still have to take breaks, man, because there's a lot of people out there that are far too attached to this kind of reality here of these things going on. It's just like really like it's not a reality, all this internet stuff, man. You know what I mean? Going out there giving people like Gina Carano a hard time because of some tweets or whatnot, like it's just weird. It's just weird. I haven't really looked into this situation, but you can almost see every single time where we have this these things going on out there, whether it's the bots, whether it's actual people, you know, all this whole cancel culture kinds of things going on out there. It's just weird, you know. It's possible. It's possible to let people have their opinions and do what they want, and just ignore some of these people and the things going on. Right now, some things are not worth ignoring. There's plenty of things out there that are serious. But like, come on, people. People put far too much energy into this shit, and yeah, it's really crazy. People are just too overreactionary. They're overreactionary. People, you know, and like I talk about here on the channel at times, like a lot of people only watch things, listen to things, and do things because they want to react to it. That's all it's about. It's just a reaction. Being reactionary, giving a reaction, doing a reaction. That's all it's about. It's not really about actually listening and seeing what's going on and trying to take something and really think about it and decipher what's going on and deciding for yourself how you actually feel about it. It's all reactionary. And that's just not how, I mean, that's just really not how life is, man. It's not how life is. Yeah. And it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Yovo Rhodes, thank you so much for being here. I loved UA. Can we talk the boys? The boys? Well, I mean, I haven't watched The Boys. I watched one episode of it. I'm reading this The Boys Dear Becky, this new comic series. What did Gina tweet? I don't know, man. There was some picture she tweeted out, and it was, and you know how it is. It doesn't take much. I went and followed Gina on Twitter after hearing about the controversy. Yeah, I think I've been following her for a while, but yeah, like I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. And there are things like even Josh was talking about. It's like, like there's gonna be a bunch of people out there come to the defense of Gina, and they're gonna be like, hey man, like just fucking beat it. Come to the defense and say, beat it with all this cancel culture bullshit, and there's going to be a whole lot of people that are going to go out there and push back just because they don't like them guys. And like that's kind of the whole internet culture, the way all this stuff works. And it's like, guys, you make too much of it. You all make too much of it, right? 2020 is a year of cancellation. It has been the past couple of years. It's situations like this that make me glad I have no idea how to use Twitter. I know, right? Trolls. Whoever heard of such a thing? I'm not sure if I fully understand the controversy. Somebody needs to explain it to me. She tweeted the picture where the one guy isn't doing the Nazi salute. Yeah, with him circled on there. Yeah, I seen it. I'm like, yeah, you're not going, is it because you're still at the rally? You're still at the rally? You support him? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, man. That's a hot take on The Boys. Yeah, it just doesn't, it just, like I said, because I'm not into TV shows. I'm not into TV shows. And the comic books that I've read, I haven't read the original Boys books, but the one that's out right now, the Boys Dear Becky, it's just not good. It's just not good. Um, or lukewarm take, should I say? Interesting, yeah. The Boys is a great show. The previous comics are much better. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to check them out. At this point, I'm not interested in it to be honest. Like the TV show, I watched that first episode of it. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I just don't, Eventually, I'll probably watch the full season. It's just, I don't know. Just not fully into it. I guess Trim is probably an old school fan of the actual comic, though. Purists probably aren't on as hype on it as the normies. No, like when it comes to like the Boys, I've never read the comics. Never read the comics when it comes to the Boys. And I'd be interested to at this point. I'd be interested to at this point because after just seeing the show, but then like reading the one that I'm reading now, this Boys Dear Becky, I'm pretty much done. I'm not gonna continue reading that one. It's like it's not like I read the comic book and I'm like, this could probably work in like maybe a TV show, like their series, but it just doesn't work in the comic for me. It just doesn't like Um, the deep sting with dolphins is probably the most adorable thing I've ever seen. The deep sting dolphins. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thank you all so much for being here. Got some comic books gonna get read. Got some videos gonna get started on this series. It's gonna take a while because I got to see how I want to break it all down so where it make shorter, digestible videos and make it all interesting. So I can set up some of these different things that I want to talk about in these House of X, Powers of X, and Dawn of X titles. So. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe. All that good. You know what to do. You're here. You know what you're doing. But make sure that you share the stream out too. Invite your friends. Tell them to come check it out. Come check out some of the reviews. I recently dropped a couple of reviews yesterday. Go check them out. Gonna have some more coming up. And yeah, hope you all enjoy them. Let me know all your thoughts on them. What you think about the videos. Getting some positive feedback on some of them. Kind of switching up the formats a little bit. But you all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.